Welcome to an IVS Computer Technology video tutorial. My name is Julie and I'm the Education Consultant that's going to walk you through today's steps. Today's tutorial is part of our series, How Smart Ink Works. I'm going to share how to use Smart Ink with Microsoft Word and Excel. And just so you know, we will be posting an additional video on how to use Smart Ink with PowerPoint. This tutorial is specifically for those teachers that are running Windows 7 and using Microsoft Office 2007, or those teachers that are running Windows 7 with Microsoft Office 2010. When you open a Microsoft Office document, Smart Ink is turned off by default. You'll notice when you open that document that at the very top, the Smart Ink toolbar is labeled Microsoft Ink rather than Smart Ink. Now you do have the option of turning Smart Ink on, and you can use those Smart Ink tools to annotate over your document, and you can also convert to text, inserting text into that document. You also have the option of using the native Microsoft Office Ink tools to write directly into that document. I'm going to share both with you today, and I'm going to start with how to use Smart Ink with Microsoft. Your first step is to open up the document you wish to use, and again, you're going to notice that the Smart Ink toolbar is labeled Microsoft Ink. Click where it says Microsoft Ink and then select the box labeled Turn on Smart Ink. Choose the Smart Ink tools as needed and annotate over your Microsoft document. You might be filling in the blank, underlining, writing notes, circling things, highlighting, or even converting to text. You can choose to turn off Smart Ink by clicking the Smart Ink toolbar and then removing that check mark from the box labeled Turn on Smart Ink. I'm going to go to a Word document that I already have open, and I'm going to actually make sure that Microsoft Ink is turned on. When you first open a document, this is what you will see. It will say Microsoft Ink instead of Smart Ink. To turn Smart Ink on, you click over Microsoft Ink, and then you place a check mark in this box labeled Turn on Smart Ink. You can see that I have access to my Smart Ink tools, allowing me to select a pen and then write over the top of my document. I can circle, I can underline or cross things out. I can also write and then convert to text. To convert to text, I need to make sure that I am in cursor mode. I'm going to place my cursor where I want my text to appear, and then I click over my ink and I use this icon right here that looks like two A's. I click and then the word appears where I've placed my cursor. Now the other option that I have is to use the native Microsoft Ink tools. My first step is going to be the same. I just open up that document, and instead of turning on Smart Ink, I'm going to click on the Microsoft Ink toolbar and select Show Office Pens tab. When I select that button, you'll notice that across the top of your Microsoft Office document, a new tab appears and it's labeled Pens. You'll be able to choose from different Microsoft Office Ink tools, and you'll be able to write directly into that Microsoft document. The ink will stay with the document as you scroll, and you'll be able to save the ink into your document as well. You can turn Smart Ink back on by clicking on Microsoft and then putting a check mark inside the box labeled Turn on Smart Ink. I'm going to go back to that Microsoft Office document. And before I turn on the Microsoft Ink tools, I do want to show you that my Smart Ink stays in place when I scroll. Notice that the Smart Ink does not move with the document. Now when I come up here and I turn on Microsoft Ink, I'm going to Show Office Pens tab. If I choose to write with one of my Microsoft Office pens, and then I move my document, the ink does stay with the document. So that's one difference. I have access to a felt tip ballpoint pen or highlighter, an eraser. I can delete all ink at the same time, and I can also change the color and weight of my ink. Thank you for joining us for an IVS Computer Technology video tutorial. Stay tuned for additional videos on Smart Ink.